Finding his teammate through faveN, but they're going to walk on past forZe, and forZe is going to have a very easy time finding a couple. He's going to be a utility guy for his teammates. No kit's being purchased, though. He's going to go for the dualies. For the Imperial side, we of course have a ton of utility. A lot of utility being purchased. In fact, FNX and forZe, the only two players with Kevlar, and it's going to be a fast hit coming in towards the upper bomb side. zyrson, though, snipes away FNX.
Yeah, deals with one of the oncoming Ts, does thin out the herd a little bit. It won't be denying the bomb plant, though. That still goes down. And now Fallen and the rest of the Brazilian boys will have to try and hold on for dear life. They're getting flanked from faveN. forZe actually making inroads into the ramp side. Going to try and play the long con, perhaps, and sneak around heaven. There are 3 players up there right now, but he needs faveN to be dealt with quickly. Vini, big headshot onto tabseN, who himself is very good in pistol rounds, but the rest of the CTs are now coming to the forefront. And now forZe, from above, is going to have to strike multiple times, wants to try and bypass these players, but they were defusing in amongst the smoke. And in a full 10-second defuse, Big get the first round.
That was a decent buy. They still have the saved AK-47 in the hands of boltz. Let's see what they can do with this. A barrage of nades getting lobbed in towards outside and fallen down to 17 HP. His buy is loadsome though, and he will be found by zyrson, but that's a great wraparound from heaven, as zyrson will fall. The trades are back and forth, fast and furious, but it looks like it is going to be favoring Big. Vini left alone, and not for long. A quick shutdown by Big. Clearing out garage. Looking to go for the wraparound here. Now, you got to bear in mind, they still have FNX towards lobby. So enough avenues available for them, and because of that, Crimbo aware that they have lost control of outside, this could be the wraparound, but it's going to be expecting 3 players, Vince. That is quite unorthodox.
Has his back turned, but Fallen isn't pushing just yet. Now, they are hearing the grenades coming out, but I think Crimbo was baited out from the player above him, and so Fallen will strike instead, and this puts so much pressure on the A side, but Imperial intelligently navigate their way down to the B side instead.
Tizian, can he find FNX? Spots the barrel. That's a huge kill to find. Now a 3v3. Lower bomb site control has been lost, but no, they're going to be coming up upstairs. faveN lies in wait. He sees the Molotov. He's going to go for the spray. Finds 2. Fallen left alone, but now he's alone in a 1v2 and 10 seconds on the clock.
Professor's going to have to teach a couple of lessons once again if he wants to clutch this one out with the AK. Round the corner, he will move. Knows he has to take some risks. Flash is good, but the spray is on point. And now Fallen in such a good position. seja with the AWP has no room for error. He cannot afford to miss. And that bomb is ticking away, but unfortunately for Fallen, the bomb's not planted for him as he comes through with the AK, goes for the spray, thinks it's the fake, and he's forced seja off the bomb for the time being. seja, though, still connects, still puts him down, picks up the kit, and has enough time for the clutch. Exquisitely done by the big AWPer, but Fallen was so close.
He almost played that to perfection, but seja.
Oh, this is all propagated by seja's position and the noise he's heard. The spray through the smoke won't be forthcoming for any kills. But time is ticking away. 35 seconds, even with a player advantage. They have to come downstairs and Crimbo has the off angle. Does anyone check this? Do they line up? Crimbo so nearly had 2. One might not be good enough here though. But a smoke onto the vents and they've already preemptively went for the spray. boltz and forZe have just got out their spade and shovel and dug them out of this deep ditch that they were finding themselves in. And now in the post plant, seja 1-on-4 has missed his chance, and that is the round that goes with him. It does mean Imperial has stopped a 5-round win streak dead in its tracks. But Blair, we said this so often, you come off the back of a loss streak, you've got to get consistency.
seja?
He's actually sticking around here. Is he going to try and ninja defuse it?
He's got a smoke. He knows his escape routes are cut off. He's got time. He can do it if he wants to, but nah. Clock's too far gone. And Imperial very wary. They don't want to pull off a G2 here. They will stick around. Ensure seja won't be able to get
deployed right now. seja again aggressively on top of Garage this time, looking at the top of silo. Will be coming back again. There's one. boltz peeks in second, and he gets completely devastated the same way.
seja is just he's just dominating. He's 15-3, Vince.
Yep.
faveN 16-5 as Tizian joins the party. And one by one, Imperial, like, it has been very flat thus far. They're just walking out and just feeding the beast. And they're just farming stats right now are big. 13-1. all but a formality unless FNX pulls off something truly, truly miraculous. A 1v5, I just say it's not going to happen. It's very, very unlikely. tabseN's already on the hunt.
Has been a resounding no.
Yeah, it's just getting completely outclassed individually and tactically as well right now. And even forZe, who's been fantastic for them. Hold on, vini finding a great timing on there. The tabseN caught equipping his rifle. A multitude of nades being lobbed in as Fav blinded still gets a kill. tizian will fall in the meantime, and great flashbangs. Actually, I think there was a team flash there from syrsoN, and that's going to leave syrsoN all by his lonesome. And finally, Imperial will get yet another round. A rough buy, but they are able
inroads are being built from 4 players. vini, great headshot onto tabseN. That's the kind of start they'll be looking for. Build up that confidence, build up the momentum, see if you can do something with that. vini with another one before Crimbo comes back with his P250, and at least gives Big something to work with outside. But there are 2 more players that are positioned, forZe in secret, and additionally they have a player out in the balcony of Heaven as boltz gets the 3D kill onto faveN, gets traded back though, and Crimbo now going from strength to strength. You need to be careful not to overextend and overpeak here, but Crimbo's been put down, and Imperial do indeed win the pistol.
Legends in the game as we're going to have Big. Just not going to waste any time, but it's going to charge out into the blender. And there we go. Very easy, very comfortable, very quick mop up for the side of Imperial.
And if vini loses his life, that could be all she wrote for this round. Now they have forZe in a position where he can fast flank around the back of them, but tizian is watching for that. All these little components building on top of each other, these building blocks. An interesting climax of the round with a boost up, yields the kill on vini. And that could be the gold ticket ahead as Fallen gets caught out with a smoke. tizian misses out on his trade, but at least can call to the rest of his teammates where forZe currently resides. 2-on-4 retake, Big looking in a commanding position.
Round's done, round's done. They have to save. Out in the middle of nowhere with a smoke in his hands, and it is Crimbo cracking open both FNX and Fallen Skull. Round's done after that. There's nothing a boltz can do. And sure, forZe able to find tizian, who's locked straight into a bullet with his name on it. And forZe is looking for more. tizian has, however, dropped down towards mini, and somehow forZe hasn't seen him.
Therein lies the importance of crosshair placement and learning where to aim through the smokes, tap, 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 tap. Gives you that easy, crisp start to the round, but you've got to try and convert if you're Imperial. You cannot afford to let this one slip by. Good frag from forZe, but he is traded back on side of faveN. And in the meanwhile, tizian's making moves up onto the Heaven side. This could be the nuts play. This could be everything for Big. If he can get up into Heaven and have a bit of impact from here, it opens up business through main, and then they can just look to explode out.
No one's watching, Vince. No one has any inkling tizian's here.
boltz, as far as he's concerned, he's safe.
Oh,
now vini's looking. Now vini's having a quick peek. Do they try and flash in? Do they just go ahead for the dry peeks? Do they even try and get aggressive through main to throw off this crosshair placement of vini? Flash out, vini sprays in for 1, but will be traded back. And now boltz can spring into action, but faveN is there. Takes his head, 16 HP, 1-on-3 is available. He'll have a post plant, but he probably doesn't expect Fallen to be up in Heaven this quickly. It's not looking good for faveN, and Fallen wasn't required.
Dealing even more damage with the A1. And they're still looking to poke and prod. Player advantage, but they're looking for more here. forZe and FNX grouping up together. Fallen all the way towards ramp. More aggression coming out from the Brazilians. They really want to take the fight to his vini. He's going to find another kill, this time with his weaponry. And one by one, Big. Couple of players down already. 5v3, player advantage for MIBR. Sorry, for Imperial.
Old habits die hard.
Yeah, I mean, when you say MIBR, I just think of this lineup. Right? You're talking about forZe and FNX, but MIBR is not here, but Imperial are.
You most certainly are there. Flying that flag high in the sky.
Much of a clue as to where Big is going to be making a hit towards. Bear in mind, Big have a decent bit of utility to work with. You know, a couple of smokes there, a couple of Molotovs as well. He's going to smoke off the entrance of mini, slowly creeping up further. He lies in wait, and you can see vini slowly pushing in towards mains here, trying to shut down this push.
FNX is also making moves up on the secret side. Good deagle, but this is where FNX can come up and probably shut this round down. I don't think they have any eyes looking towards this position. That should be 1. And now syrsoN Gonna get mollied out into the open. Has to try and make some plays. There's Vini from the back, stabs him. And the bomb spills out, not for the first time in this round. That will be the round done. And I think Big look to save once again. We've had so many T-rounded saves on this NUKE performance. It's been quite interesting. It's been a real game of cat and mouse, but Imperial, they have dragged their way into a 7th round. They are fighting for every inch of the map.
13-1, hoping to get the trades going their way and maybe then try and pincer that upper bomb side, but just a good hold overall for Imperial. Now we see a bit more aggression coming out here. But Faven, he's very quick. He's very, very quick, and he's going to be dropping straight in and fall into TK, finding his teammate through Faven, but they're going to walk on past Fur, and Fur is going to have a very easy time finding a couple, looking for the third, and he will shut it down. This was, of course, the eco coming in from Big, trying to work around the safe Deagle and the AK-47, but only again able to find one.
So they've gone in for a half buy. Downside of this, though, on the side of Big, is you're allowing Imperial now the opportunity to really grind up their economy and get into very good stature. Here's the aggression that we were talking about before. Small gap in the smoke, but no one's there to exploit it on Imperial. Instead, an incendiary toss down to Secret from FNX, and that will keep them in position as they look to vent dive. FNX takes a stray bullet to the head, but he lives to tell the tale, and Fur continues to twist the knife outside. FNX and Fur have really stepped up on this CT side. Fur in particular is becoming a bit of a nightmare on the side of Big, and now Imperial.
From 13-1, it's been a journey thus far.
Yeah, I think double digits is typically psychologically where a lot of players on both sides of the coin start to feel it a little bit more like, hold on a second, we are right behind you. You know, and if you're the team that's been in the lead so vastly, you start to look over your shoulder a little bit. Plus, it's the nature in which these CT rounds have been going down. For the most part, they've been very, very comfortable. tabseN now going to be making moves into main, though. Oh, he's getting the drop on both players. Snaps away. I thought he'd thrown that kill out of the window, but still they deal with Vini. boltz from above, though, is going to strike. 3-play-3. But the HP will be favoring Imperial. However, on the T side, this is the first time in a long time where Big will feel like they have a real chance at winning this.
I really felt like they would probably pounce on the upper bomb side the moment the other two crept in towards Squeaky, but now, 40 seconds on the clock, it's going to be tizziN to lead the way. Crimbo on 9 points of health. There's one defender, but boltz has to look and take care of so many angles. Timing is everything. He looks away the worst time possible. He knows where tizziN is. tizziN looking to hunt him down, but boltz plays this one to absolute perfection, and it's all on syrsoN. 20 seconds. He should find boltz, but 20 seconds on the clock. He's got to get the bomb down. But where is even plant Vince? Is the player towards main, the player towards heavens? 15 seconds. He needs to punch in the numbers. Fallen's going to get a free kill onto him. What a round from boltz. But firstly, I love what Big did that round. They went for the outside smokes, and they're able to recover. And that is starting to look a little dangerous right now for Big. They've almost tried, they've tried quite a bit. They've tried to throw a multitude of plans in the direction of Imperial, but somehow Fallen and his men, they hold on. Pistols now, utility being deployed early on, but a CD smoke still keeping them at bay, but they still have a second set of utility and a number of flashbangs to pop their way through.
So they're going for now, flashes out, vent dive comes in, but Fallen with his AWP is going to later rest 2 players on the ramp side. Now damage is being inflicted with some HEs. P250 will do nothing, and FNX will double up on his own side. Notches on the belt, looking good. Imperial, yet another round to put in their back pocket. It doesn't look like any players will be lost other than maybe Fallen, but FNX is there to help his IGL out. Imperial, oh, he's not leaving himself much room for error here either. If he misses this shot, he's gone. But they actually back off. Fallen, his 6th sense is tingling. It tells him to continue to press forward, continue to push into position, and he could get the rewards for this. There's multiple players out here. But the thing is, there's close players as well, so once he takes the shot, he's going to get barraged down. I'm amazed that he's still surviving this, and now he has to get the hell out of there. How is he still alive? Meanwhile, though, Vini has been bested by tabseN, and Fallen continues to survive, continues to be a pain in the ass of Big. But it may not be good enough, because boltz is mollied out of position. He has to fall back to the site. And there's more than enough time now for Big to take their sweet time. And on the drive-by, Faven will be alleviating boltz's life. FNX, though, using this brief reprieve to push up in the vents and nullify syrsoN. Fallen all around the map. still alive, still kicking, still trying to keep his team in this matchup. And tabseN shown his hand. Fallen will be finally collected. FNX with it all to do. It's going to get faced by tabseN.
Might be able to avoid some of the nades, but the utility can stay alive, but at least he can be good for one. The smoke will be used once more towards Squeaky, keeping big at bay, but there's a big gap.
Oh, that's gigantic. Fortunately for Vini, though, he's not peeking out. He's not trying to look down to Secret, or Squeaky, pardon me. Otherwise, that would be the end of his life. There's 2 players up here. boltz is still in position. Vini getting flashed. No mollies will be forthcoming just yet.
25 seconds.
There is 2 left, though. But yeah, time is starting to run dry. Here's the Molotov.
Oh,
this
no.
could be the difference maker. Where this molly lands could be everything for big. 20 seconds, surely about to get pulled. The pin is out, and now it's going to start to land onto the site. tabseN goes in for that wide swing. The molly won't be designated for that position, but it's still the same outcome because Tizian is going from strength to strength, but he's fallen. Again, he's really stepped up on the CT side. With 8 seconds to go, the bomb has successfully been planted down, but Fallen misses the shot, and in doing so, Big take the 16-11 win. But we have to give credit to Imperial. They battled against the odds. The tenacity, the grit they showed was so